Hi, this is Ron Jones, founder of Green Builder. Let's start with a little discussion of why green building is so important in the first place. You know, in the second half of the 20th century, we began to realize that the expanding human population and all of the activities that we engage in, whether it's sheltering people, feeding people, and transporting them around, have a tremendous impact on the natural environment and the delicate systems of the planet. And we've seen as time progressed that the impacts of buildings, the ongoing use of buildings, the operation and maintenance, not just the inputs in the original construction of buildings, is a big factor. And so as we look at the changes in the global climate, we look at global warming as it's known, we look at impact on the systems and the other species on the planet, it's time for the building industry to step up. It's time for us to recognize that our work has a tremendous impact on the outcome of the health of this planet and future generations. One of the things that concerns me the most is that we continue to have a burgeoning human population, and the demands that are put on our resources are gigantic, and they need to be managed in a proper way. Let me give you an example. One of the things that I learned recently is that the Environmental Protection Agency estimates that 1 billion board feet of salvageable structural lumber is going into landfills in the United States every year. Now, 1 billion board feet, that's a big number, but what does it really mean? I did some investigation, and what I learned was that if we take the average size new home in the United States, which is around 2,400 square feet, 1 billion board feet of lumber would be enough to construct 62,000 of those homes. And we landfill that material every single year. I'm not talking about throwaway wood scrap, I'm talking about structural material. It's just one example of the things that we need to do to make certain that we are going to have a more responsible approach to the industry that we all serve. Sheltering people continues to be a very important job, and it's something that we can be proud of, but we're going to have to do it in a better way. It's estimated that between now and the year 2030, in the United States alone, we're going to either build new or rebuild, remodel, refurbish 2 billion square feet of floor space. That's both in commercial and residential. Now, if you think about the immensity of that number and you think about the resources that will go into that, that's a tremendous number. It's an opportunity for us, but it's also a huge responsibility. It's something that we have to look at and say, how do we do this in a more responsive way? It's accounted these days that buildings represent roughly 75% of the electrical use of all the power that's produced in the United States. And it's estimated that in the next few years, globally, we will see coal-fired power plants coming online at the rate of 1 or 2 a week for the next several years. All of these have tremendous impact on the environment, and there are things that we have to do in order to increase the performance of the buildings that we have already and those that we're about to build. Government figures tell us that in the next 20 years, each year we'll build approximately 1.2 to 1.5 million new homes in the United States alone. Every one of those represents tremendous consumption and an ongoing use of resources. So we need more than ever to find ways that we can help to mitigate that consumption and to make our products perform better, make them healthier, and make an understanding of that balance that we need between the natural environment and the built environment. Now, the importance of green builders is something that hasn't really been explored. So far, what we've done is we've certified buildings, we've certified products, we've certified systems, and we've certified the performance of the built environment, but we really haven't gotten into a position where we certified building professionals, where we certified those that are responsible for the actual construction. That's what we want to do here at Green Builder College. In upcoming episodes, what we will have are a variety of different topics that we will cover, and we'll break them down into a logical sequence that will make it possible for any building professional to understand and to do a better job in becoming a true green builder.